Hello my beautiful people, I want to show you how to install the industrial ruffler on an industrial sewing machine. Now this is an industrial ruffler. It cannot work with tabletop sewing machine or manual sewing machine. Although it looks like the ruffler foot for manual and tabletop sewing machine, they are not the same. It is different. The components of this box is this. You have two items: the needle screw and the industrial ruffler itself. This is the industrial ruffler and the needle screw. So these are the two components that you will receive. I already have my needle screw installed, so I'm not going to be making a video on how to install that. I've already made a tutorial on that and is available on our channel. Please search for versatile industrial needle screw. I have already made a tutorial on that. What I will do now is to fix my industrial ruffler on my machine and show you how to use it. But before I fix that, I want to show you the settings on this industrial ruffler. You will see 1 here, 1, 6 and 12. So this is where you select the kind of ruffle you want it to do for you. When you put this lever at 1, what it means is that it will ruffle, it will sew a ruffle for you at every stitch. When you put it at 6, it will ruffle at every 6 stitch. So it will sew 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and on the 6th stitch it will ruffle. If you put it at 12, it will ruffle at every 12th stitch. So to sew 1, 2, 3, 4 to 11, the 12th stitch is going to be a ruffle. So this is what these settings here are for. This is where you set the amount of fabric you want it to push in. So here you just loosen this screw and shift it. So you have from 0 to 8 here. So the higher the number, the higher the quantity of fabric, the amount of fabric is going to push in. So when you are where you want it to be, just screw it tight, then you are good to go. Another thing I want to show you is how to feed your fabrics. You see these two plates lying on top of each other, these two black plates. Your fabric must pass in between them for it to ruffle. If you don't feed your fabric properly, it won't ruffle. So please take note of that when you are feeding your fabric into your ruffler foot. What I'm going to do now is to remove my regular foot screw. I'm going to remove it. I want to install my ruffler foot now. Please note how I'm installing it. I'm sliding it in through the side, and make sure that this lever hooks into your needle screw as you are sliding it. So set it so that it enters your needle screw. It must hook into your needle screw for it to work. I am going to tighten my screw now. Now I have fixed my ruffler foot. I'm going to bring the needle down to check that it is properly fixed. Then I'll feed my fabric. I'm ruffling at every stitch. So I'm putting it at 1. So I'll sew my ruffles at every stitch. This is it, ruffling at every stitch. Now let me try and ruffle at every 6 stitches. Now it will ruffle for me at every 6 stitches. Now to 12 stitches. So this is it, ruffling at every 12 stitches. This is the ruffles at every stitch. When it ruffles at every stitch, this is at every 6 stitches. This is the ruffles at every 6 stitches, and this is the ruffles at every 12 stitches. I hope you can see the differences between the ruffles. Another thing you can do with this ruffler foot is to ruffle a fabric and join a second fabric at the same time. So the fabric I want to join will be the first one to put, and I will put it on the needle plate. I won't put it in between these 2 black plates. Now the fabric I want to ruffle is the one I will slide in between these 2 black plates. Now my fabrics are in place. The one I want to ruffle on top, the one I want to join at the bottom. Then I will just sew. So as I'm sewing, it is joining the one underneath and ruffling the one at the top. So you can see it has ruffled the one on the top, and the one underneath is not ruffled, and this is what we have on the right side. This is what we have on the right side. This makes your work very easy and fast, and it is a beautiful ruffle. The ruffler foot is different from a gathering foot. A gathering foot gathers, and a ruffler foot makes ruffles. Ruffles are small pleats. You can see these small pleats. They are small pleats that forms ruffles. It is different from a gathering foot, and it gives a very beautiful effect. It gives a very beautiful effect that is different from that of a gathering foot. So this is simply how to use the ruffler foot on your industrial sewing machine. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and to follow our social media pages. I hope this has been able to help you. Thanks for watching.